Hey everyone, Broman here again. So, this article, goddamn pop-up ads. I was watching The Babysitter. Like I said, I was going through my phone because this movie was just boring the heck out of me. So, I was just on my Twitter feed and I follow this guy called Jody's Corner, or Jody Joe. And he had this link up on his Twitter feed from Forbes. Uh, The article called "His Last Jedi" has set its first box office record, biggest ever sequel Plunge, and it's by Rob Kane. So let's take a look at the article. Well, I'm gonna take a look and read it. I mean, you can, find it, I guess, and read along or something like that. But so it says, hold on. Okay, so it starts off, I guess, up here where it says X-Men First Class, Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men Tell No Tales, Jurassic Park, The Lost World, Ice Age, Collision Course, Transformers, Last Night. These movies are among the biggest losers in Hollywood history, record holders for global box office mediocrity. They were all sequel films that made hundreds of millions of dollars less in worldwide theatrical revenue than their immediate predecessors in their respective franchises, but now one sequel rules them all. That sequel is Disney Lucasfilm's current release Star Wars: Last Jedi, with China now clearly a huge buzz for the picture. $1.4 billion in global receipts is a pipe dream, and even $1.3 billion might be a stretch, which means episode 8, The Last Jedi, will earn at least $700 million less in global box office revenue, and probably closer to $800 million less than the $2.07 billion total on episode 7, The Force Awakens. Rogue One, a Star Wars story, may have immediately preceded The Last Jedi, but it is probably classified as a spin-off, not a sequel, so I didn't include it in this analysis. Because, it's not direct sequel, it's a spin-off. It's, just between episode 3 and 4. That's easily a $100 million bigger drop than the previous record hold Transformers: The Last Night, which collected $609 million less than the Transformers 4 2014 total of $1.1 billion. The Last Jedi is the new all-time champion. Sequel collapses. See, I mean, this is funny because the word of mouth, from those that like it, it goes all around there, and people just watching it like, oh my god. When we spread the word to people out in the streets and stuff, man, they're gonna listen and be like, really, it's that bad? Because I told my dad this movie was a disappointment. I told him why, and then he said to me, it's like, you know what? With people like you going out there and telling the reasons why this movie sucks, there's not gonna be as many people seeing it. And there's all of us YouTubers out there who just do not like this film and give the reasons why. There's like two guys that's like, oh, here's a couple of things I got wrong, from Angry Joso and that one guy from Buck Through Theater, which they lack a spine pretty much on that stuff. I guess maybe Disney or something happened and it's like, oh, we gotta retract on what we said. Like, no, you stick to what you said. But anyways, I guess it's got a chart here. Anyways, I'll continue reading. The Last Jedi's apologists have claimed that it's natural and proper that the film would earn less than The Force Awakens, that this is how things always go with big sequels. Bullshit. Are you kidding me? If the first one was really good, like if it was good, and you got the second one coming out, and word of mouth from everyone, like pretty much everyone, where there's like such a tiny amount, like maybe like a few people out there that don't like this movie, because I would have to see what it is. Hold on, let me check here. I need to look. I just want to see the Avengers. So the Avengers was 1.18, so billion. I guess that one did dip down. I don't know. I guess. Well, because that one wasn't actually as good as the first one, but I would have to find where a good example of that stuff. Although, I mean, the Avengers Age of Ultron did kind of get close, but this one is kind of like way down there because was it Force Awakens passed over 2 billion, I believe, and well, actually, a good example is I don't know, maybe I don't know if Jurassic. Here, let me check. Let me check this for you guys. I just want to make sure I am factually correct and not, saying lies and all sort of forth. So Jurassic Park. So oh my gosh, the first Jurassic Park movie made over $1 billion. Made $1.029 billion. How much did it? Oh, that one was a great drop off. Okay. Well, I guess you could say from the third one, Jurassic Park 3, that one was a major step down. I mean, it still made money, but yeah. Crap, my phone screen went black. So yeah, I guess you could say Jurassic Park 3 and to Jurassic World might be an example or something like that. I guess if you want to go that route. But maybe, I guess people rather compare the original trilogy because let's take a look. Welcome to Star Wars: A New Hope. Stars are done. I don't know what that one is. So, oh my gosh, that was made on an $11 million budget, but it made $775.4 million. And The Empire Strikes Back. Well, maybe they aren't wrong, I guess, because 534.1 to 538.4 million is what The Empire Strikes Back. I don't. What did Return of the Jedi make? Oh my gosh, it even made less. Okay. Well, I guess you can say Lord of the... Well, I don't know. Don't know. Alright, hold on. I'm gonna take a look at the Lord of the Rings film franchise real quick. So the Fellowship made $871.5 million, and that movie was made on a $93 million budget. Dude, oh my gosh, there's a lot of movies that don't need to be made for the amount they're being made for. 926 million. So hold on, what was the previous one? 871.5 million. This one made 926 million. And The Return of the King, I know, made over $1 billion. Yeah, 1.120 billion. Okay, so the Lord of the Rings trilogy, I guess you could somewhat say for The Hobbit. I know the first one made $1 billion, and then I think it went down, and then it went back up. So that sort of counts, I guess. I want to say that, but yeah, it's iffy. I guess it just depends on how good it is. I mean, because Peter Jackson made, his trilogy. I mean, his 6 films really are probably the most successful because they've always been, pretty much up there. So, but anyways, but that's so okay. So I was talking about, how movies make less than their predecessors. But that's simply not true. Among nearly 100 major studio sequels I reviewed, 57% earned more than their predecessor, even including the 43% of films that earned less than their predecessor. The average sequel earned $83 million more than the film immediately before it in the franchise. If franchise sequels always made less than their preceding pictures, the Hollywood studios would have been out of the sequel game a long time ago. Okay. So, Jurassic World, $1.67 billion to the previous film. Change from previous films, $1.3 billion. Oh, I guess it means if it's going up. Oh, because it says biggest sequel gainers and losers in Hollywood history. Star Wars Force Awakens, $2.07 billion, and a change from its previous is $1.2 billion. Furious 7, $1.52 billion, and it gained $727 million. And this is the biggest losers. Star Wars Last Jedi projected $1.28 billion, and it's going to lose, but that's projected. And changed from its previous film, it's going to make $788 million less. Transformers last night, $495 million. Everyone woke up on that, and $610 million less than the previous one. I can't tell what this third one is because there's a thing they're blocking, so I apologize. I don't want to. Oh, Ice Age Collision Course, $409 million, and it made $469 million less than the previous one. The apologists also claim that 1.2 or 1.3 billion is a huge total, that on that point alone The Last Jedi must be deemed a big success. I can't deny that $1.3 billion is a lot of money, but the argument is nevertheless still fallacious in my opinion. It's as if Disney invested a huge amount of money to get Albert Pujols? I don't know, it's Pujols. I don't know, is it Pujols or something? But in his prime, after a 47 home run season, the next year he hit 28. Oh, okay, so it must be Albert Pujols or something. I don't know, Pujols. I guess it's a Hispanic guy. Or I could be wrong. I don't know who this is. Sure, you could argue that for most players, 28 home runs would be great, but for Albert Pujols, his prime, it stinks. Yeah, because that's because you have 47 and 28, someone's gonna be like, I guess this is of course baseball, and you're just like, what the heck happened? Yeah, so Disney didn't pay hundreds of millions for production costs and marketing to make a movie that well, or nearly 40% less than its predecessor. Of course not. They were expecting it to, make, about the same, not less. But like I said, people are waking up. No one wants to see this movie. I've only seen it once, and that's it. I don't need to see it again. it's a piece of shit movie. You know, bombs don't drop in space. Leia getting blown out is just, you could have killed her off, but apparently you didn't have the balls to do it because you're PC SJW bullshit that's over there with Kathleen Kennedy. I fucking hate that woman. And you got Ray, who should have, you could have just killed Ray off. Have Luke come back, and, make that a thing where it really pulls them back into the fight and stuff. It's like, she's dead. I've got to do something with Kylo and go and redeem him. That could have been something. And the whole Canto Bite thing was completely ridiculous. You could have had Finn sacrifice himself. I mean, I know, because then it's like, well, now this black guy is dead, so now we have to throw in another black guy to replace him. But I mean, they could have done something on Canto Bite. Maybe they killed Rhodes or something. I don't know. But anyways, X-Men First Class. Oh, it's just repeating itself from the other thing. 3 of those movies killed or severely wounded their franchises. 2 of them saw their franchises come back to thrive again. Which way Disney's Star Wars franchise will go after the Last Jedi debacle is a big open question. If you like this post and stuff, so this was by Rob Kane, I believe. Yeah, Rob Kane at Forbes. And the article is called Last Jedi has set its first box office record, biggest ever sequel to sequel Plunge. So if you want to read that, go ahead. But I just thought that was interesting. It just goes to show that all of us have a voice, and that people do listen, and that Disney's gonna be like, yeah, all these people that don't like this movie. I mean, I don't know what's gonna happen if they're gonna come after us and say don't listen to those people because they're stupid, they don't know what they're talking about or something. There's probably gonna be something like that, especially if you got these 2 guys from this guy from Buck 33 and you have Angry Joe, Jose Vargas, going out there and doing these retractions or something like that, or something that I got wrong or whatever about the movie. It just shows that they don't have the balls and stuff to literally stand by what they said and stuff. And it just feels like, I don't think Disney, Lucasfilm, Kathleen are forcing them or something like that, but it feels like that they have to do this just like, oh gosh, like we might lose subscribers or something like that. But it's like, you have to lose some, when you're being honest, but because it is a bad movie, and a good portion of us out there realize that, because movies, profits and stuff go down. I mean, I know there's days like might make a little bit more than previous years or something like that, but I looked at the charts and it's pretty much been going downhill and stuff. It's making less and less and less. I know it's because there's things in there where kids going back to school and stuff, but even so, during the whole winter break and stuff, not that many people were going to see it. Like it was going down. So it's just the fact that they made a bad movie. Not many of us out there are that stupid and stuff, and that you can't take us for fools. We do like to go to these things to get away from reality and stuff. But like how many have said before, when you put politics and your SJW agenda stuff into these movies, you're gonna cause a lot of the fans to leave. And I did see this video. I never watched it, but I know John Campbell put topics and stuff, how there's problems with diversity. People, one of the things was saying keep diversity out of Star Wars films. I'm like, I don't see things on Twitter and stuff where people are talking about this, but he is obviously going out there to look for these things. Like, he is literally going to these Reddits or 4chan chats or whatever to talk about these things. I'm like, dude, he's literally trying to create
a problem. You know, when it's just so very small, he wants to make it. He's obviously trying to make it big, which is something that you don't need to do. Like that's when you lose your integrity. And of course, he is a movie pundit, but that loses some credibility and stuff right there. Obviously, when you think about that, you know, because I don't see problems like that coming up. You know, with the diversity, I didn't see anything about it, but people are obviously going to look for these things. I just think it's pathetic. But yeah, that is all I have to say on this. But yeah, check out the article if you wish. It's by Rob Kane at Forbes. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching the video. Like and subscribe. Leave your comments. I'm Broman, and I will catch you later.